Okay, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 5th, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. It says here, Defense Secretary Pete says U.S. is prepared to go to war with the Red Dragon over tariff threats. We have more breaking news. I want to show you this one right here. The Red Dragon warns is ready for any type of war. So you have these two countries, the US and China, are sending these messages they're ready to go to war. With US in chilling WW3 threat after Donald launches crippling trade tariffs. We have more breaking news updates. Look at this one here. WW3 fears grow as North Korea makes nuclear missile threat, while Kim watches launch. All right, so we're going to see what's going on in this one here, and we do have another breaking news that's coming out. Once again, please share this video. Donald makes extreme crane intelligence decision, and WW3 stopping bid. All right, so we're going to get to all this here, guys. Today, there's a lot of warnings coming out, and these nations are sending warning message to the US, Canada, Mexico, China. You got multiple countries are sounding the alarm here. The US has stopped the when it comes to sharing information to Ukraine. They put a stop to it today. I think it was 9 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so we are definitely seeing nation against nation rising in these end times. All right, so everything shifted under Donald. Everything just shifted. All right, when it comes to these nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Guys, do me a favor, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and once again, thank you so much for your support, either through PayPal or Cash App. Your support truly helps out. Another way to support the channel is $1 a month. Patreon. The link will be in the comments box and description box. We go live once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on YouTube. That's another way to support the channel. $1 a month. All right, let's see what's going on with this one. We're going to start with this news. And once again, you have the Defense Secretary, Pete, declared early Wednesday that the U.S. is prepared to go to war with the Red Dragon, hours after alarming threats from the Red Dragon capital in response to Donald's stiff new tariffs. We're prepared. Now, yesterday, the Red Dragon said the same thing. We're prepared to go to war, any type of war. So you have these two countries. Pay attention to the U.S. and China. This is the big one here. We prepared, Pete said on Fox News, in response to the Red Dragon saying it was ready to fight any type of war. Those who long for peace must prepare for war, Pete said, stressing it was important to be strong. Man. All right. That's why we're rebuilding our military. That's why we are establishing the tyrants and the warrior ethos. Now, we live in a dangerous world with powerful ascendant countries with very different ideology. They're rapidly increasing their defense spending, modern technology. They want to supplant the U.S., the Defense Secretary continued. If we want to deter war with the Red Dragon or others, we have to be strong. Pete's threat came after the Red Dragon declared late Tuesday they were ready to clap back if the U.S. was bent on waging a trade or tariff war. Soon after Donald's initial 10% tariff on the Red Dragon imports doubled to 20%. If war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight till the end. Now, this is coming out from the Red Dragon Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin. said in a statement. Now, that message that was given yesterday, today the U.S. responded, "We are ready for war too." So the Red Dragon swiftly retaliated against the fresh tariffs, announcing its own 10% to 15% to import levies covering a range of Americans' agricultural and food product. It also placed 25 U.S. firms under export and investment restrictions on national security guards. Now, guys, over on my other channel, Grand Supreme News, I would keep you updated when it comes to the tariff. All right, the prices of the food. Again, gas is gonna go up, food is gonna go up. There's gonna again Target, Walmart, Best Buy are sounding the alarm. So if you guys want to know more about that news, follow me on Grand Supreme News. All right, so I'm gonna leave the link in the comments box. In that channel, we're gonna be talking more about the prices that's going up and how to prepare yourself and what you need to prep on. It's very important that people start getting their stuff because prices will go up starting this week, according to the CEO of these companies. All right, so it says here, Pete, meanwhile, later insisted that Donald had a great relationship with the Red Dragon leader and that the U.S. will continue to push for historic peace and historic opportunities. My job as the Secretary of Defense is to make sure we're ready, he said. We need the defense spending, the capabilities, the weapons, and the postal and the Indo-Pacific, which is something we're very much focused. All right, so that's one of the breaking news there that came out today. Now, this is the message that the U.S. responded to. Ready to fight, the Red Dragon warns is ready for any type of war with the U.S. and a chilling WW3 threat. After Donald launches crippling trade tariff, now the Red Dragon says it's ready to fight to the end. And as it announced its own counter tariffs on U.S. farm products. So they're going after the farm. That's our, again, the farm is like the big one. So they're not going after small little stuff. They're going after the big one. So they're going after U.S. farm. So it says here, the Red Dragon says it's ready for any other type of biblical war after Donald launched his crippling trade tariffs. Once again, the right new 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada took effect on Tuesday, along with double duties on the Red Dragon goods, sparking devastating trade wars. Buckle up. Buckle up. Now, I believe the big one is going to be the currency war. When Donald, again, he said that he was going to slap almost the entire country with tariff, 100% tariff, if they join the BRICS. Okay, so this is the Red Dragon. This is their military, right? So they have, in total active forces, they have 2,100,000 soldiers. All right, so ground forces, 965,000. Navy, 380,000. Air Force, 403,000. Reserves, 510,000. Tanks, 5,000. Nukes, 500. Aircraft, 3,300 plus. Submarines, 59. Ships, 730 plus. Here's the thing. They do need more submarines because, again, it's in the Pacific. They do need a lot more submarines. I was going to say they need less tanks and more submarines, all right, because they right there in the ocean, all right, and they do have North K as one of their allies, but on the other side you got India. They really don't like the Red Dragon, so they really need more submarines because again, Japan, you got all them other countries out there in the Pacific. But they do have a massive military soldier. I have a friend um, in the army, and he said that he went to, again, they sent him to China along with the other U.S. soldiers. And they do, training and stuff like that. And he's like, Lewis, a lot of Americans keep saying that the Red Dragon soldiers are skinny and short. Don't believe that nonsense. I seen them soldiers. They're like 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, or even 220 pounds. They ain't, again, they're not no short little skinny dudes. They are very, very strong soldiers. And he's like, if we ever go to war with the Red Dragon, I'm moving back to Africa. That's what he said. So, if we ever go to war with the Red Dragon, I'm moving to Africa. I'm leaving. I'm going to the motherland. So, he said, don't believe all those nonsense about the Red Dragon soldiers being skinny and short. Just like North Korean soldiers. They're not short. They're not skinny. They big. They ruthless. All right. So, in his first address to Congress of his second term, Donald said more crippling tariff would follow in early April, including reciprocal tariffs and non-tariff actions addressing years of trade imbalances, citing high duties imposed on U.S. goods by the EU and the Red Dragon, among others. Donald said, other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn. Donald also doubled the tariff on all of the Red Dragon imports from 10% to an eye-watering 20%. But the Red Dragon Foreign Affairs Ministry has shot back at the sleeping giant with a chilling warning WW3 threat. It said, if war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight till the very end. The steep tariffs on the U.S. three largest trading partners came into effect at 12:01 a.m. on Tuesday, igniting a trade war that has seen swift retaliation measures from Canada and the Red Dragon. Donald believes the Red Dragon has not done enough to stop the production of chemical used to make these drugs. Now, the Red Dragon slammed the right over the claim and described that the drug as America's problem. The country has also said that the tariffs are a serious violation of the WTO rules and lodged a WTO dispute and complaint in February. The Red Dragon responded to Tuesday tariffs by announcing 15% additional tariff on key U.S. farm products. These include chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton from the U.S., as well as 10% tariffs on imports of sorghum, soybeans, pork, beef, aquatic products, fruit, vegetables, and dairy products. Now, Lynn, a spokesperson for the Red Dragon Foreign Ministry, said that the country will fight till the end. I want to reiterate that the Red Dragon people have never feared evil or ghost, nor have we ever bowed to hegemony or bullying, he said. Now, pressure, coercion, and threats are not the right ways to engage with the Red Dragon. Trying to exert maximum pressure on the Red Dragon is miscalculation and a mistake. Donald's sweeping tariff will have wide-ranging implications for the sleeping giant businesses and consumers. Once again, the U.S. shoppers may soon encounter price hikes on several categories of goods, including vehicles, clothing, toys, and gadgets, and groceries and alcohol. The sleeping giant gets 75% of its imported toys and sports equipment from the Red Dragon. Meanwhile, cars sold in the sleeping giant are built largely in plants either in Canada or Mexico. You see, again, for those of you that don't remember, Donald said we're gonna start making stuff here in the Sleeping Giants. So I believe what Donald is trying to do here is trying to get the companies to come back here to the Sleeping Giants. We must build vehicles back in Detroit. We must make stuff made in America again. So it seems like that's what he's trying to do here, trying to bring him back to the Sleeping Giant. Donald defended his stance, writing in a Truth Social post, "If companies move to the Sleeping Giant, they are no there you go. There you go. And guys, I didn't even read this part. No lie, I'm not lying. I didn't even read this part. But he did say it many times that he want to bring them back to the Sleeping Giant. Trade war launched. Canada's Prime Minister, Justin, countered Donald administration 25% levies on Canadian imports by imposing 25% tariffs on American goods. Today, the Sleeping Giant has launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, and their closest friend, Trudeau said in a press conference. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with the bear, appeasing Vladimir, a line, blah, 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 making that make sense. Dude, nobody really trusts you, especially what you did to those truckers out there in Canada. Remember, there was that truck movement, the truckers, and supposedly he kind of blocked their accounts and this and that, and a GoFundMe. Again, nobody really likes you, dude. What you did to them is just completely wrong. Justin said it's been difficult to determine Donald's end goal in imposing tariff and cautioned Canadians that the levy implication will be tough. This trade war hurts the Sleeping Giant families and Canadian families, the Prime Minister said. So perhaps he wants to sink the Canadian economy so that he can annex Canada. That's never going to happen. We will never be the 51st state. All right, let's go with the next news. All right, let's go with North K now. Give me a second here. So North K fears grow as WWE3 fears grow as North K makes nuclear missile warning while Kim watches launch. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to fix this really quick. Let me just fix this really quick. There we go. So you guys have a better view. All right, let's go with North K. Pyongyang Times stated that the show of might was intended to flash their capability to adversaries while serving as a nuke check on any powers eyeing the top secret nation as a pushover. It added that all this military pageantry took place under the watchful gaze of Kim. All right. It says here, the report mentioned that those who are increasing tensions and seriously threatening the security of North K will soon understand the KPA's ability to counter-strike anywhere and its readiness to use different nuclear options. It also boasted about flaunting the reliability of the nation's nuclear deterrent and fine-tuning the precision of its strategic cruise missile subunit's quick-fire skills. Kim, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of, and President of the State Affairs of the DPRK, oversaw the launching drill, which took place on the morning of February the 26th, 2025. His entourage included full General Kim, I'm gonna skip that name, member of the Central Military Commission of the WPK, and full General Yang, General Director of the DPRK Missile Administration. The strategic cruise missiles were said to have precisely hit the targets after making flights along a 1,587 kilometers long over trajectory. Now, Kim, the leader, seemingly pleased with the outcome of the launching drill, apparently stated that continuously testing the reliability and operability of the components of nuclear deterrent of the DPRK and demonstrating their power is itself a responsible exercise of its war deterrent. What is guaranteed by a powerful striking ability is the most perfect deterrent and defense capability, and added that it is the responsible mission and duty of the DPRK nuclear forces to durably defend the nation's sovereignty and security with a reliable nuclear shield by making them more thoroughly ready for combat and fully prepared for their use. Once again, they're getting their apocalyptic weapon ready. All right, so that's North K, and we're gonna go with this final one here, guys. We're gonna go with this final one. Donald makes extreme crane intelligence decision in WW3 stopping bid. So you have the head of the CI, has confirmed that the U.S. is no longer providing intelligence sharing to the Ukrainian military, which could hamper their ability to target the bear forces. That's it. Donald said, enough. You're not serious about this peace stuff? I ain't going to be sending you stuff anymore. I ain't going to be sending you no more stuff. It ain't going to happen. You just told the world that you are very, very far away from this peace plan, from ending this war. Well, again, there's no point sending you nothing, nada. All right, so the U.S. has cut off intelligence sharing with Ukrainian military, which could seriously affect their ability to target the bear forces. The news comes from the CI, director, revealed that the U.S. will discontinue its intelligence sharing arrangement with the Ukrainian military. Wow. And ever since he did that, against Zelensky, he's all of a sudden, he wants to work these. He said, let's get this peace deal done. Let's do it ASAP. And he sent a letter to Donald. He sent a letter. I mean, he's sending all these messages. All these messages, and let's get this thing done. Again, you had that opportunity. You had the opportunity to get it done, but instead you wanted to talk about, man, my this and that, and the land is messed up. Okay, we know it's messed up. Let's end it. Why do you want to keep going? So, in addition, Donald suspended the delivery of military aid to Ukraine on Monday, reflecting a deterioration in relations between his administration and Zelensky. You guys already know Zelensky is just notorious. When he comes here, he's notorious for asking money, not ending the biblical war. And he did it under Joe for the past 3 years. You have the CI, director, Mr. John, informed the news that the U.S. has put a hold on equipment shipments and intelligence to Ukraine following a disagreement in the Oval Office last Friday. Now, Mr. John expressed his eagerness to lift the pause and work towards a peaceful resolution, reports the Mirror. Now, according to reports, UK intelligence agency and military branches have been given a direct order to stop sharing the sleeping giant sourced intelligence with Ukraine, previously labeled REL UKR, for releasable to Ukraine. It says here, this represents another significant setback for Zelensky, age 47, as the UK, along with other allies like Australia and New Zealand, have been providing such crucial intel to Ukraine since the onset of the conflict 3 years ago. With the bare relentless assault pressing on, concerns are growing that his prohibition could severely hinder Ukraine defense's capability. Once again, the directive impacts key British institutions, including GCHQ, as well as the spy agency and intelligence segment within the Ministry of Defense. Speaking to the news, Phil, an expert in UK military intelligence, said, "The US instruction to stop allies sharing US-derived intelligence with Ukraine is what I would expect. The US intelligence partners, including Britain, have had their authority to pass on intelligence revoked. The U.S. will tightly control distribution of its intelligence to Ukraine through agency based in Kiev." Once again, that's where we are right now, guys. This is where we are when it comes to nation against nation. So just like that, in the blink of an eye, how everything just shifted. Under Joe was given billions, and he was not doing much to the Red Dragon or Canada or Mexico. He just let them do whatever they want. The doors are open, bring in your people. But now Donald comes in, and 40-something days later, boom, what happened? We're not supporting Ukraine. We're going after the Red Dragon. We sealed the southern border. Justin is crying. I mean, everything just shifted in blink of an eye. But you have these nations are saying, you know what? If you want to go to war, we go to war. Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and these other companies are sounding the alarm. They have issued an urgent warning to customers. Prices will go up this week. Donna is saying, I'm doing this so we can make stuff in America again. Buckle up. This is going to be a really, really rough ride. And at the same time, you got the North K going on. So nation against nation is building up in the end times. We are definitely seeing Bible prophecy taking place right in front of our face. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.